What's going on, guys? JP here again with another video. We're going to be doing my OTS champs deck profile review. I got 7th, but before we start I will be giving away this pretty cool custom playmat. Nightly gaming competition ends on the 1st of September, or actually, yeah, 1st of September, so near close to month end. All you got to do to enter to win this nice little playmat, and just have a look see. All you have to do is subscribe to all our socials. Don't forget to hit subscribe, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, let's hit into the video. So yeah, we played, it was yesterday, the 10th of August, we played 6 rounds of Swiss for the OTS champs. I went down with a score of 4-2, so 4 wins and 2 losses. The matchups were pretty interesting, but I wanted to do so much better, but unfortunately you can't win all the time. I try to. So for some of my matches, I played against, I think my round 1 was Tempai, my round 2 I played against Melodious, round 3 was surprisingly I played a Rika Ragnarika Aroma pile. My round 4 was my first loss to a Runic Whitewood player. Ben, I will have my revenge. And then my round 5 I got FTK'd by Gimmick Puppet. And then my final round I got Tempai again and I won my final round. So yeah, those were my matchup spreads. It was a pretty decent turnout. There were about 36 players when we started, and I think after lunchtime there were a few drops, so we were like 31. So yeah, it was a good day overall. I think I did fairly well. A lot of people forget I've only been playing Yu-Gi-Oh again now since I think 2023, so this is like my 2nd year of playing somewhat competitively. So yeah, I'll get into the profile. I'll start with the sideboard. So the deck is slightly different to a couple of videos ago. So we played, it is Yubel Fiendsmith. So in the side I had 3 Malchami. Came in really clutch in my round 3 against Rikasan Avalon. I managed to get I think 3 to 4 draws off them, if I remember correctly. Card is really good, going second. I kind of tricked my opponent. I lost my game 1 against him because I only opened Fiendsmith combo and no way into my Yubel engine. So when I sort of tricked him, he thought I was going to go first, but I said, no, you go first in game 2. So he decided obviously to board break me going second. He kind of bricked up, and then I managed to take that game. And then round 3, it was a war of attrition really, who could top deck the best, and then I managed to clinch the win in the dying minutes. So yeah, played 3 Malchami. I felt there might have been some branded or some sort of lab there, but so instead of Bustials I went with 3 Didicro, just to hit more variety of matches. Fortunately it didn't come up yesterday, so yeah, I'll still float between Bustials and the Didicros going forward. Then for the next 3 cards in my sideboard, I did Tropic Cosmic Cyclone. Card is goated against Tempai matchups. The card almost saved me in my Gimmick Puppet match, but unfortunately he had the cross out for the Cosmic, so I was like, because he basically skill drained me, so I went chain Cosmic to the skill drain, and he had the cross out set, so that was rough. I guess I was just unlucky there. And then still doing the double thrust, and my thrust targets are the 1 Duster, Lightning Storm, and then I'm also playing the Blackout Laughs, and then 4 Runic Magic Deflector. Forces them to chain to it if they happen to be going second to you. But yeah, that is it for the sideboard. Nothing too crazy. In some of the games I lost, I wish I saw more of the side. But I feel like it was a good enough spread. Maybe going forward I might put back in Book of Eclipse and see what happens. We've got a couple more OTSs coming up next weekend, and then I think in September there's a few stores running OTS. So there's I think like we have 3 stores running OTS champs next weekend, so I'll see how the deck does. I'll probably make some minor tweaks. But onto the main deck. I'm still playing the one Terrain Incarnate, and then the one original OG Yubel. Still doing the 3 Spirit, my Battle Hand Trap, and just getting my way to get Nightmare Pain onto the field. We still playing 3 D-Lotus, and then small change was we cut it down to 2 Grey Squirmer because he's searchable off the Nightmare Pain. We are still going 3 what's that, Nightmare Throne, and then the 1 Terraforming. And then with that, we've also cut down to 2 Nightmare Pain, still running the 1 Mature Chronicle, and then to search the Super Poly to help break boards. It did come up in one game where I needed to burn in time. So I went battle phase, crashed into my opponent's stuff, but he was still on 2k life. But there was I think there was four monsters on the field, and then I just super polyed, discarded a card, sucked up all 4, made Loving Defender, and then used the Loving Defender's effect to burn for that last 2k. So that was one of the plays with the super poly, and I feel you still play at least one super poly and the Mature Chronicle just for that specific combo, and just to threaten the fact that you can suck up the entire board with Super Poly. So that was that. Ratios might change. I'll keep testing and see how things go. And then next we have the Fiendsmith stuff. So just the 3 engraver, and yes, that is a QCR. Very pretty boy, double sleeve, don't worry guys. 3 Fiendsmith engraver, one honoring Fiendsmith, Fabled Lori, and then 1 tracked and 1 sanct. These were pretty decent. They came in clutch in certain matches, and then in my one match against Ben in round 4, I actually bricked on only these cards. I was so sad. I opened double engraver, a Lori, and that, and I think Ash. There was not much I could do. But end on the Desiree, and then but he had more than enough follow-up to break through this very brittle board. I use the Fiendsmith more as an extender than actually like anything else. So yeah, I was kind of sad. But yeah, I think that's goes to variance and just sometimes how the games goes. Whoops. And then I changed up my Beckoning Beast package, so I'm running still only 2 Dark Beckoning Beast and then the 1 Chaos Summoning Beast, and then I upped the opening of the Spirit Gates to 3. It's just better to play around should your opponent roll you. You open with this because this lets you add, and if they do roll you can at least then discard a card to then start summoning from the graveyard, which did come up quite a bit in in the day yesterday. And then still playing the 1 Best Doggy, Unchanged Soul Shavara, and then the 1 Monster Reborn from the Graveyard Trap, that which I set usually. Then moving on to the non-engine, when defensive cards, still running the 1 Call By, then 2 Talents. I expect people to hand trap me, so that's why that's there. Look at the hand, rip something out, and so I can continue playing. Call By. I don't like draw, and people are running shifter. The deck now with the Fiends stuff is a little bit more susceptible to draw and to shifter. But thankfully, when I did get shifted yesterday, I had opened only Yubel combo, so I can still play relatively well under shifter because the Yubels can all summon from anywhere, so it's graveyard, hand, or banished, as long as they face up. So that came in really clutch. And then we still respect branded, and just trying to slow my opponent down from adding cards to the hand. It's triple Ash, and then so that we don't also play into talents or into thrust, we're still running the triple infinite impermanence. Yeah, it's a very low hand trap count, but with my luck, I tend to brick on hand traps if I play too many or too many than 9 in the deck. So I try to ratio out my own bad luck and try to play more engine than non-engine. So yeah, that's it for the main. And then for the extra deck, I'm still playing the One Almirage. Just helps with the opening of the Spirit Gates combo line. Just to make sure I can get a Fiend into the graveyard and then discard a card to summon it back. And then for the Fiendsmith links, it's the one Requiem, the one Fiendsmith sequence, Goddess of the Closed Moon, then we've got SP Little Knight, the Unchained Soul of Rage, and then the one Lord Yama. And not to finish it off, usually my end piece of my inboard is the one Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. I always try and go into her by having Rage and Yama in the graveyard and then using the Unchained trap to bring the Rage back to link with something on my opponents, then to go into the SP Little Knight. Just more layered interruption. So that's that for the links. Not much else to say there. And then for the XYZs that I play the one Wave King Caesar and Verudis. Surprisingly, the matchups up when I did make Verudis, some players actually don't know this card because they're like, oh, rank 10 play, what are you making? And I'm making Verudis, and I got asked multiple times what does he do. I'm like, he's pretty much Baron the floor. He's Omni Negate by detaching one, and then plus destroy if you detach another. And if you have some material on him, when you declare attack, you can non-targeting pop something on the field. And then from Age of Overlord format, when Unchained and Rescues was a thing, just the Wave King High Caesar. When a card would be special summoned, you can just detach one and negate, and it's not once per turn and not once per chain. So this card actually won me a couple of games yesterday, and it's pretty goated. And moving on, for the fusions, Lacrima, just the Burning Time, and then the one Desiree, just the Omni Negate, and then if you should go to the graveyard, you can send one of the cards on your opponent's side to the graveyard as well, which is also it does a lot, and does a very little too. And then we've got the double Phantom of Yubel. It just changes the effect. And then also I played a couple of tempo matchups, and then the one tempo guy didn't realize you can still change the Pydra's effect under his Sanguine Summoning, so unaffected monsters will be affected by the change of effect of this. So this is he didn't realize that, so yeah, I benefited off that, so that was kind of cool. And then the ones will probably target the Loving Defender card is awesome. Burns for 500 for each material used, and it's the only fusion that cannot be destroyed by card effects, which is also great. And then should these monsters fight with this, at the end of the damage step you can then banish the monster it's been battled with. So you have this up and Nightmare Pain, and your opponent has multiple monsters. If they keep crashing into this every time, they're going to get their monster banished, and then they're going to be burned for their attack if you have the Nightmare Pain up. So yeah, that was that for the day. I felt I could have done better, but we'll see how it goes in the next couple of tournaments. I'm hoping to earn my invite for next year's Euros 2025. And then yeah, it's a little small promo. You guys know I run the store. It's Nightly Gaming. You're currently running, should you spend anything from 200 Rand or more on the store, you'll get the automatic discount of up to 15% depending on your spend. And yeah, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, thank you for listening this long, and catch you on the next one. Cheers.